shakalaka. Bitcoin is on sale. There's a lot of fear. People are scared. The price is dropping. But let's face the facts. Bitcoin is on sale and investors are lining up to buy it at a price that I will share with you later in this episode. If you want to find out exactly where, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a realistic look at this amazing fire sale that Bitcoin and altcoins are having right now, because these opportunities don't come around very often. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for the scarcest asset on Earth. Before we get into that, guys, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every Friday we give away one of these sweet shirts. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Now, it's no surprise right now. People are extremely fearful. The price has dropped from a high of $65,000, right now around $34,000. We're down 50%. People are scared. As a matter of fact, if you take a look over time, we haven't been this scared about Bitcoin since way back in March of 2020, the crash when basically the whole entire economy was shutting down. But there are some things that happened between then and now. You know what happened? Governments printed massive amounts of money, and we're going to talk about that later. But first, let's take a look at Bitcoin. I mean, right now, Bitcoin is following this dotted trend line straight down, broke through this red line that I had there for a while, which is a 40% drop, and right now is sitting close to $35,000. Now, could the price go down? Yes. Could it go up? Yes. It's impossible to predict, but as of right now, it's following this trend line down pretty closely. We have some higher lows here, so potentially we're going to have a breakout up or down. I think based on market sentiment, we may be seeing it go down. Now, what are some levels we could be seeing it going down to? Well, first off, we have this $28,000 level, which I've had this bullseye here for a while. This is basically predicted from this head and shoulders for Bitcoin to go down there. We flashed this wick off of there, but potentially we could head down to there for more support. Past there, we have $25,000, which is the 4chan price prediction. And also, this is the average price that MicroStrategy has paid for Bitcoin, around $24,500. So there, we could be going there. And as you can see right below there, I'm not sure if you can see behind my head, but there is some support at that level. If we break through there, $20,000, the previous peak, and breaking through there, we would go to the lowest that Bitcoin has ever historically gone, which is the 200 weekly moving average, this blue line right here, which is around $12,500 right now. Now, do I think we're going down to $20,000? No. Why? Because we've never done that before, and Bitcoin does repeat its patterns pretty well. Okay? After we've broken through a previous all-time high, Bitcoin has never come down to touch back on that previous all-time high. It's never happened. It could happen this time, but if it did, Bitcoin would be doing that for the first time ever. And with everything we take a look at right now, the $12,500 price, as painful as it may be, is like an extremely hard bottom. There's so many things that are saying that, hey, if it was to go down to that price, that would be an extremely hard bottom. But I don't think that's where we're going to go. I think right now the market is scared. I don't think that I can tell you that for a fact. Right now, the market is scared. We're about as fearful as it gets. 12% yesterday, 14% today. We're extremely fearful. And I think a lot of the reason was explained in this video here. And I'm going to share this video with you both in the description and the pinned comment. This is one that you guys have to watch. In case you'd never heard of Robert Kiyosaki, he's the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if you haven't read that book, you need to read that book because it teaches you a little bit about money. But he says, hey, when it comes to people in Bitcoin, there's investors, there's traders, and there's speculators. And you probably know who you are. It's very easy to differentiate. Investors, we're in it for the long haul. Traders, we want to make a quick buck. Speculators, we want to buy Dogecoin. That's basically it. Like if you bought Dogecoin, you're a speculator. Most other people, day trading, traders, people who are in it for the long haul are investors. And he himself, he's an investor. He says, hey, I do not hold fiat. Okay? If you want to hold fiat, you're going to lose. Because guess what? They can print as much as they want. But he holds gold, he holds silver, he holds Bitcoin, and he holds Ethereum. So, This is a guy who basically wrote the book on how to be rich. And he says, these dates are very important. This is the Bretton Woods, 1944, and 1971 was when they took the dollar off the gold standard, and that's when modern monetary theory has come about. Now, as of right now, Bitcoin is on sale. There's no two ways about it. Bitcoin's on sale. Bitcoin is below the NVT price, and this rarely ever happens. The NVT price is basically the going market value for Bitcoin. It is underneath there right now. It only happens a few times, and these are the best buying opportunities for Bitcoin. Not only that, but taking a look at the stock to flow model, we've actually come back underneath the stock to flow model. It was being front run for a while, but we've come back underneath the stock to flow model. And as you take a look, all the times that we were underneath the stock to flow model, great time to buy Bitcoin. But that brings me back to modern monetary theory, because in case you guys haven't heard of this thing, you need to know this. I tell you that Bitcoin is the scarcest asset ever. There's a fixed supply, 21 million. Not even gold is that scarce. If more people start mining gold, more gold will be produced. But if more people start mining Bitcoin, the difficulty gets higher. There's still only ever 21 million. So let's take a look at that versus, let's say dollars, this thing that apparently we're looking at Bitcoin in comparison to. So in terms of dollars, Bitcoin price just went down from 65,000 to 35,000. But guess what? One Bitcoin is always one Bitcoin. But let's take a look at the denominator of that, the dollar. You see, modern monetary theory is a heterodox macroeconomic framework that says monetary sovereign countries like the US, UK, Japan, and Canada, which spend, tax, and borrow in a fiat currency they fully control, are not operationally constrained by revenues when it comes to federal government spending. Put simply, such governments do not rely on taxes or borrowing for spending since, listen up, they can print as much as they need and are the monopoly issuers of the currency. Let me say it again. They can print as much as they need. We literally are living in times of infinite money for these countries. Infinite fiat. Bitcoin's not fiat. You know what the price of Bitcoin goes to? It goes to infinity because the money that can be exchanged for, like dollars, is infinite. And if you want a visual representation of that, we could see here in the past year alone, the amount of M1 money, which is all the cash money in the US, has gone from $4 trillion to $18.5 trillion in 1 year alone. We don't see that yet. The actual, it hasn't come to fruition in things that we see yet, but it's happened. And because of that, we're going to be having issues like they've seen in Germany, like they've seen in Venezuela, like they've seen in Zimbabwe, where they print infinite money. So that leaves us with the best opportunity ever to buy Bitcoin. As Plan B says here, Bitcoin oscillates in the dark blue band around the stock to flow model value. Buying opportunities like today are rare, Q1 2019, March 2020 due to COVID, and now. Life is all about choices. This literally is the buying opportunity of a lifetime, because guess what? Bitcoin's still on track. We still have Kathy Wood from ARK Invest saying, hey, it's going to $500,000 long term. We even have a Bitcoin prediction model based off of everything we have seen from Bitcoin previously that predicts a $242,000 Bitcoin by September 23rd of 2021. And if we take a look on a longer scale, right now, the Colin Talks Crypto Bitcoin Bull Run Index is down at about 64. Okay, the last cycle when it was this low was right here in July of 2017 when the price went from $2,000 to about $20,000. But if we take a look at the previous cycle when that happened, it would be right here when the price went from $76 to $1,000. So despite what it feels, and this is one of the things about trading and investing, you oftentimes need to go against your gut. Everything is screaming sell, but now is the best buying opportunity for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So make sure you stock up and don't miss this opportunity. Not financial advice, clearly, duh. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, come join us over on Twitter @TheCryptoLove. Enter to win one of these shirts. I'll catch you guys later. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Peace.